Chris here, thanks for joining me on this video. Yeah, as you can see, decals are done already. So apologies I didn't get a video for that. I actually did them the day after the Scale Model World show. I was just too tired. I just wanted to put my music on and just focus getting these decals on. And they're not tricky, but it's just one of those things. So I do apologise I ain't got a video for that, but we are ready to get the 2K down. So quick look at the decals on the body, on the roof. I did go around and just lightly wet sand all the steps in the paint between the black and the red with a 10K sponge, wet sand sponge. Pop some panel line in the Skyline there on the back. It did ask for a decal, but I'd rather give it a bit of a panel line wash. A couple more decals. I'll put some panel line in the doors and on the petrol cap at the back. And as you can see, there is part of the N and the slight part of the A missing. I had a little bit of an incident when I cut into them. They just come off. They're just rimmed. Not much I can do about that, but never mind. Again, it's one of those things. I'm not going to lose sleep. But the rest of it I'm pretty happy with. Everything's gone down nicely, so that's the body. We've got the bumper too. And then there's a couple of little ones on the boot lid. Not sure what them black dots are meant to be for, but we've got the bonnet. And we've got the spoiler. Got some Nismo emblems. And the wheels. Very poor job detailing these wheels. Trying to do the little bolt heads was incredibly difficult. I just can't keep a steady enough hand. I even used my thinnest, smallest brush. I still struggled. But we've got the SSR decals on the spokes. And on the chrome barrel, there's another tiny SSR logo. So yeah, everything's all done. Ready for 2K. So let's get cleaned up, set up, and let's crack on. Right, so it's not been quite 24 hours, I'd probably say about 20, since we got the clear down. Following day, happy days. Let's have a look. So for those eagle-eyed viewers, they would have noticed that when I was painting the spoiler, I don't know, I can't remember if it was the first or second coat, I think that had been the first, or just before the start of the second. It pinged off. So there was part of the sprue still attached to one of the struts for the spoiler, and as I started spraying it, it's just obviously come loose over the past few days of handling and painting, and obviously when I've been wiping it with a tack cloth, it's just loosened off that contact point, and unbeknown, I've gone to spray it, and the pressure from the spray has just shot it off, landed on the floor, and covered in like carpet fibres and things like that. So could I have, do you know what, if it wasn't for the fact it had the racing decals on, if it was just a plain red spoiler, I would have sanded it back. But I haven't, I've left it. I was, too concerned with sanding through the decals. Just for the sake of a few fibres, you're not going to see from 10 feet. I know you're going to look up close. And let's have a look. And you can just see it's a little bit bitty. Bits of fluff. And you know what? For the sake of not risking ruining it, it's a few fibres. But again, I didn't want to sand it, strip it, because I ain't got replacement decals for this. So it's just going to be as it is. I can live with that. Absolutely. No problem at all. The rest of it, however, I was pretty happy with how it turned out. I've said before in the previous video, I've been airbrushing, about a year. Still learning so much. It's an absolute art. Where, you can see some builders, when they lay the 2K, they can lay the 2K straight down and not have to do any polishing, anything like that. They get the super smooth, finish. Whereas this, it might not be perfect, but I'm still learning. I'm still happy with that though. I think that looks fantastic. Got the boot lid. Let's get. Really happy. I mean, there is going to be the slightest bit of orange peel here or there. A few speckles of dust, but again, I ain't too worried about that. It's just nice just to see, you know, normal build. I'll see how I feel in about a week or two if I dare wet sand it and try and polish it up. There's a few little bits of dust and a few bits of fibres in this, but otherwise it's, look at this. I'm really happy with the paint. I'm really happy with the airbrush. You see, it's got that nice reflective shine around that Mr. Metallic chrome, and obviously on the white as well. As you can see, I've gone over the decals. Can you see the little ones on the barrel? 2K over them, no problem at all, happy days. And yes, I go on and on and on about how good the paints are, but the paints are that good. I mean, what more do I say? Super happy. A few bits of dust here and there, but don't bother me, not at all. You know, even like with the little bits with the bit of decal missing on the petrol cap, I'm not bothered. I'm quite happy. I'm not going to lose sleep. I'm not going to let things like that ruin a build. I used to do that. I used to get the hump, used to get Mardy, and it used to spoil the build. I used to kind of rush it. Things just got turned into a bit of a mess. I've given up doing that. Just what it is. We do it, we learn, we move on, we progress, we get better, or try to. We try to remember and try to improve. So yeah, that's it. That's the clear down. And there we have it. 2K is down. So that'll be all for this video. Thanks for watching. Next one, I'm probably going to start working on the under the chassis, the running gear, get all that put together, build up on that, and then the interior, and then get the rest of the body done. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. All the best.